Evening everybody, it's Monday evening and here we are again on the turbo. Just finished another FTP. Seems like this program is loading up at the moment, so wasn't expecting quite such a tough hour session. But still, it's done and feeling okay, feeling pretty strong. So I thought, as I'm just finishing up, a little turbo talk onto my sort of pet subject, I guess, mental toughness. And I think, there's a lot of talk these days on well-being, and rightly so. But I think the bit of a problem I sometimes have with well-being is it's this kind of quest for happiness, this quest for contentment, which is all well and good. But for many people, particularly right now, it's more about survival than thriving. So happiness just seems a bit far away. And I think the thing with mental toughness is it sits underneath well-being. It's very difficult to have certainly sustainable well-being without a good degree of mental toughness. And if you want to define mental toughness, it's often seen as a personality trait, which is our ability to succeed under pressure and stress, to successfully overcome challenges. And I think we need that level of mental toughness to even get to a point where well-being can be considered. So I'd like just to remind people, for me, there are kind of three key elements to mental toughness. Number one is resilience. In simple terms, the ability to bounce back. So we get knocked over, we have tough times, but our ability to get back up again, dust ourselves down and crack on is what marks out our level of resilience. And it's important because we all get knocked down from time to time. But as well as resilience, I see there's something called fortitude, what I call fortitude. And for me, fortitude is not getting knocked down in the first place. It's not needing resilience because you don't get knocked down and have to get back up again. And fortitude can kind of work in two ways. Perhaps fortitude is what we traditionally call kind of mental toughness, the sort of old Navy SEALs, Royal Marine view of mental toughness, which is just hard as nails. Get whacked but don't flinch. So there's that ability to stand strong, to be tough, and I think that's important when it comes to mental toughness. But I certainly don't think that's what it's all about. There's absolutely a softer side to fortitude. And that's the ability to number one, move, roll with the punches, not allow us to get whacked in, to move to one side, let whatever's coming at us kind of roll on past. So it's that ability to perhaps move and shift and bob and weave that is important in fortitude, as well as the ability just to choose not to get involved, is choose not to accept what's coming at you, is to ignore it completely. And being strong is sometimes just to choose the right battles, to choose the things that you need to get concerned about, the old Stoic view of control the controllables. I think that's really important when it comes to fortitude, is to sometimes not worry about and get involved in the things that we don't need to. And there's a strength in being able to kind of choose the battles. And then finally there's challenge. Finally there's this element which I will call endeavour, which is this willingness to take on challenge. It's that side to us that thrives in challenge, that's looking for challenge, that wants things to be difficult. Those of us that do the silly sports that we do, the ultra triathlons and the long distance stuff, those of you that like extreme sports, those of you that are always looking to push, and that happens at work as much as it does in sport. But there are those of you that want to take risks, but also learn from those risks. And I think that's really important because, of course, there are challenges ahead. There's many challenges ahead, particularly now. And it's that willingness to take on these challenges, to embrace those challenges, that also marks out mental toughness. So I think it's important that we see all three, and have all three as much as we can. And it's a personality trait that we can develop. It's important that we do develop on a constant basis. So develop your ability to get back up again if you're getting knocked down. Develop your ability not to get knocked down in the first place. and develop your ability to seek challenge. And the more challenges you seek and learn to deal with, maybe the less the other two become necessary. So I'll leave you with that, folks, and have a good evening, have a good rest of the week, and I'm sure we'll catch up in another Turbo Talk very soon.